What is going on, guys? Paul coming back at you with another video. Me and Garrett has been on Google Maps and we're trying to find some juicy places to catch some creek fish. We got some worms, we got some old school beetle spins here, and we're gonna see if we can't get bit today. Thanks for tagging along, guys. We'll see you on the water. So when you find creeks on Google Maps, it's important that you have some type of public access to it, because you don't want to be trespassing on private property trying to get down to creeks. People calling the law on you and crap. So you just got to be wary of that. And I'm gonna put the old Crocs and oh, I'm not in four-wheel drive. I need to fix that. All right, there we go. That's better. Now we're in four-wheel drive.
You need anything out of here before I zip it up?
No, I'm good. All right, so here we go. If you watched our previous creek fishing video we made a week ago, we got these pin rods and I went and restrung them. I think they had like 10 or 12 pound line on them, which was way too heavy. So I put some 6 pound on them. And it should cast a lot smoother, and the line should have way less memory in it, coiling on me, trying to bird nest on me. All right, and today I got the classic Johnson beetle spin, black with the chartreuse little stripes on its back. I don't know if you guys can see that. Got one tiny spoon on there. Hopefully we catch something with this. I'm not really after the brim in here. I'm trying to find bass. I'm trying to sight cast bass off in these holes. And hopefully we'll get something. Garrett is on up there with this little worm set up. I guess I'm choosing the harder route today because I'm throwing the beetle spin, but first creek fish of the day.
Nice green and yellow.
Green sunfish. Yeah.
He hit it as soon as I threw it.
Oh, nice. He's got a lot of orange on his belly.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I can feel the cold water coming out of this little creek over here.
Yeah, that's where I watched him swim up.
Wow. So peaceful out here.
Wow, he has like orange right on his little ear.
Oh, sweet. Guys, I just hooked up with the beetle spin. Little dark one. Oh wow, he is really dark. He's almost like copper. Is this what they call a copper nose brim? I don't know. Beautiful fish. On the beetle spin. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you, my guy. Oh, I got hit on the beetle spin. Oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Come on in. Oh, nice. There we go. Little green sunfish. Yes. There's so many different types of brim in this creek. But let's try to get a cinematic underwater release, shall we? So I have noticed that when you throw your beetle spin in a creek, it's easier to pull it up current, so you don't have to pull it as fast. And the bait sits in the water column longer, and it can you can literally stop the bait and let it spin in front of these fish, and the current will spin it for you versus you pulling it in real fast up coming downstream. And with the beetle spin, you don't have to worry about the tiny fish getting hooked, because they have to be at least a certain size to even eat it. So that's kind of cool. Every once in a while I'll see a fish come out. They won't really engage on it. I've seen a few bass. We saw a daggum 1.5 pounds for a minute ago, but we couldn't get him to eat. And we ended up spooking him. That was a good cast. God, this little guy crushed the beetle spin. Oh wow, look how bright that one is. Beautiful. I hear Garrett's drag screaming behind me. You get hooked up? Oh, he's snagged up. Alright, let's try that underwater release again, guys. No, just a yellow green fish, or yeah, green sunfish.
There's like 3 or 4 of them over here at bass. I keep on pulling my paper.
Let's see if we can get an underwater release on this dude. Garrett must see something over there. God, I can't even get close to the water. They jump out of my hand. I'm going to get an underwater release in a minute, though. Thing about creek fishing is that it's extremely clear, and when you see a big one, there's always 10 or 20 around it, and it's very hard to get a good strike out of those big ones. But as soon as you drop something in, it's like bam, they notice it right away. And some of them hit, some of them don't. I had something really dark come out and come after that beetle spin. It looked like a good fish, but he turned around. I don't know why. But every time you come into those dark root looking places and them holes, there'll be fish there. Maybe I should change the color of the beetle spin. Maybe that will entice a better bite. Maybe I should try a white beetle spin. The black, I notice it is working, but for some reason the big ones see it and they won't eat it. I'm thinking maybe if I throw a white one on, they'll think it's like a grub or something. I don't know. It probably wouldn't hurt to try. Oh golly. Snag City. It looks so good here. If I could just get back in that corner. Easier said than done, I reckon. Alright, let's try to get it. There we go. That was a good cast. Oh, we got one. On the beetle spin. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good release. See, I like fishing with the beetle spin also because you don't have to worry about them swallowing the hook quite as much. I just wish something bigger would come out and hit that. That was the whole purpose of getting the beetle spin, to try to catch the bigger ones. But maybe I just need a bigger bait. Alright, so I know I was here the other day. Anything past here is new stuff. But we can't get something. We're on, guys. All right, boy, that was a beautiful fish. I think it's like a jar of Skittles almost when you catching panfish, because they have so many colors, so many different patterns on them. Like that one's got a lot of orange on it. It's got red eyes, red tail, chartreuse, dorsal fin. Beautiful fish. All right, I will try to get an underwater release of this guy. I want a great cinematic release of this tiny, beautiful fish. Let's see if we can get it. Try to put my rod down somewhere. Heck, let's just stick it in our pocket. Let's go. Don't you jump out yet. Well, Garrett's got a sweet little tackle set up here for some panfish and small creek fishing. He's got little grasshopper crankbaits and little grub tails, little paddle tails, little crappie lures. Look at that. He's even got a little jig that looks like a crawfish. How cool is that? I bet you all these will catch fish.
I'm gonna use the cricket today.
Yeah, that's cool. I want to try a white grub now. I've been using the black little Johnson beetlespin grub, but I want to try the white one.
So how do you put it on? You attach the hook to the
This looks like a neat little white larva. I'll try it, and if it don't work, I'll try something else. And Garrett's got a beautiful bait tied on here. Show him what you got, Garrett. I mean, if he don't catch something with this, them fish ain't biting. He's got a beetle spin with the little jig head and a tiny, tiny little crayfish bait. Little pumpkin colored crayfish bait. Beautiful setup. That ought to get him. Yeah. So look at, there's this big tree coming off this bank over here, and it's laid in the water just all over the place. I feel like that should be a great spot to catch some fish. You have to be careful with snakes and spiders, of course, overhanging trees. They sure like getting them overhangs like that. Well, that's probably one of the bigger ones I've seen. Lots of color on him. He's got some purple and orange in him. He's got this whole section tied off with the webs. So we're gonna have to go around somehow. Guys, we're on. Come on in here, little fella. Golly, he swallowed that thing almost. Come on, man. Okay. Thank you for the catch, little buddy. Guys, I am trying to catch the bigger ones. I don't know where they are. I see them every once in a while, but man, them little ones, man, they're just aggressive. They hit them before the big ones come out. I have noticed, though, I'm not like catching like little bitty ones. Like, they have to be a certain size at least to even bite the beetle spin, so. Last week, you know, we was catching a lot of teeny ones. But they have to be a certain size to even get hooked, it seems. But I love the beetle spin because you don't have to stop and put a worm on. Every time you get hit, stop and put a worm on. The beetle spin just works just as good. I thought we was about to get run off, but The thunderclouds kind of rolled back. Oh my goodness, look at this right here. This looks really good. There's a bunch of logs running right there in front of this patch of grass sticking up out of the water. This could be our shot for a bass. Nope, I saw a big fish chasing it right there, and we ended up getting a small one. Golly, that other one's big. That other fish is big. See you, buddy. Really? Garrett's saying he sees a catfish. I'm gonna go over there and see what he's talking about. How big is it? A catfish? Oh. Guys, if there's a catfish sitting over here, we got a chance of getting some underwater footage of them. I have my battery charging door on, and I can submerge this GoPro. Maybe we can noodle him, stick our finger in his mouth. Now what's the commotion over here? Garrett says there's a catfish as long as his arm over here underneath this stump. And that would be cool. Okay. This will be really cool. We see a giant catfish. You say he's underneath these mats?
Yeah. He's giant.
You see him?
Yes, I saw him. I don't know where he came from.
He's just sitting here?
Yeah, do you see him?
No.
Don't get too close, I don't want to scare him away.
I'm gonna stick the GoPro under there and try to see him though. I see something right there, but I can't tell if it's a catfish or if it's what it is.
I'm telling you, there was a catfish. I think it...
Alright guys, he's saying there's a big catfish under here. Let's see if we can stick the GoPro under and get a glimpse of what's under there. I really don't know if we can see him or not, but we're gonna try. If there's big catfish in this creek, that means we can come back with some stinky baits. Try to catch them. Guys, so we have found some pretty nice brim. Sad thing is, when I stuck my GoPro underneath the log, underneath the water, the GoPro got wet somehow. I don't know how the water came in. Probably something stupid, but I hope I can get the footage off of there, because we did see a big catfish sitting up under that log, or under that mat. And he was about 2 pounds. Alright, you got you a good one?
It's decent.
Nice.
Palm of my hand.
So at least
flip.
Garrett can get some shots, and then if I catch a fish, I'll have to give him my camera and show you what I caught. But man, we have underestimated the creek. This thing is full of fish. All right, Tiny Creek, I bid you farewell. We'll see you next time. All right, guys, so we did some creek fishing today, and what a great day it was to get out on the water for a little bit, following the creek. We went about probably 2 miles today, and the beetle spin here is getting it done. Just a classic Johnson beetle spin. I noticed that the black, they seem to like a little bit more, and they was trying to, when I went to the white, they tried to pick the little white grub off the hook and leave the hook, but when I put the black on, it was blending in with the hook, so they kind of really couldn't tell they was getting hooked. But anyway, we're going to do more of these creek fishing videos because they're a great chance to record some really awesome fish. And after we did submerge the GoPro for that catfish, somehow it got water in it. I had the waterproof door on for the charging port, and somehow I guess one of the buttons, since I guess we pushed the button so much it wore out, and there's water actually getting in through the button. But we'll see you guys next time. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Tight lines. Adios.